Mandate freedom. It is definitely a must in my book. It's number one on the list. What's up, guys? Second video of the day. I made a video sitting at my desk about Tulsi Gabbard, and I left my my work shift and went home and made that video. And I want to make a quick not announcement, just to just keep you caught up what I'm doing. Today is going to be my last day of the $100 a day under 100K challenge. Oh man, I killed myself with that, but I did it. I did it for 10 or 11 days. So I got an extra million plus Satoshis just for doing that challenge, and I'm very, very proud of myself. But I decided to stop that because once you go into something else really, really hard, you have to let go of something else. And I think I was going away from my health a little bit. I wasn't going to the gym and sitting in the sauna and the hot tub as much. And when I got up in the morning, I was just so tired. I couldn't even barely move, man, because I was just working so hard. So I said, you know what, Jerry, don't wear yourself out and kill yourself for a few extra Satoshi. So I did that. Still doing my hourly buys, and we're still going to go hard. But I'm glad I did that, challenge, because again, I got over 1 million Satoshis for these 10, 11 days. And again, I think my family will be very, very proud of myself. But I want to, stay alive and live to be 125, like I said in the other video. But anyways, I want to talk again. We talked about this, I think, last week. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, we talked about this last week, about the Democrat Party, man. The Democrat Party, I got a new name for them. They're the anti-Trump party. They stand for nothing at all except going against Trump. And that's just, to me, that's just idiotic. You know what I mean? And here's why I'm talking about this, right? Do I like the Democratic Party? No, I don't. I don't like the way they've done things over the past few decades, especially the last 9.5, 10 years, especially when it comes to Trump. I definitely don't like what they've done. But I grew up a Democrat. My family and friends are Democrats. So this is a very, very special party to my heart because, John F. Kennedy Jr. is one of my favorite presidents of all time. And he's an icon, man. And what they did to Bobby Kennedy and what they did to Tulsi, getting her out of the party, and just went so far left, man, and so crazy. Again, this is why I said last week that Donald Trump is literally single-handedly destroying the party, and he is. And I said this a few months ago as well, before Trump got into office, that Elon Musk is going to be public enemy number one here really, really soon. And I think he's moving up the ladder really, really quick. I still think Trump is number one, but Elon right now is 1A. Okay. But when it comes to the Democrat Party and the anti-Trump, anti-Elon Musk rhetoric they're doing, it's not doing them any good. It's not doing them any good at all. And again, the reason why I want the Democrat Party to move more to the center and actually common sense is because we don't want a bunch of crazy people around our country. We don't want a bunch of chaos and nonsense, man. I mean, these idiot politicians out here, these Democrat politicians out here, they're protesting and they're saying F Trump and we need to F Trump and all this other stuff. I'm thinking, I get it. Freedom of speech, freedom of protest. I get all that. Freedom of, media, and say what you want. And if you want to lie in media, be my guest, man. But the problem is I hate the fact that they're taking advantage of very weak-minded, not so smart, and very easily led people. And I just don't like it, man. And people don't want to be wrong. And so they're doing this tribal thing that they're not standing for anything at all except just going against Trump. And the midterms are coming up as quicker than they think. And I talk to a lot of friends and family and I guess enemies now, because a lot of people don't like me because I like Trump. And I tell them, I go, look, man, you guys got to stop focusing on Trump and figure out what you're going to do for the American people and the constituents, and stop worrying about every little move Trump makes. Because again, we have some 80-20 very popular versus unpopular executive orders and different things people are looking at. Like, for instance, the transgender situation in women's sports, that's a 79%, 18% swing of 79% approval and 18% disapproval. And the Democrats are with that. They're with the most unpopular things in America. And again, just being against Trump alone is unpopular. And they just refuse to work with him on anything at all. And it's just like, wait a minute. You said you're the party for the people. I know you don't like Donald Trump, but again, Donald Trump is literally trying to help people save money by taking out the fat in the Fed. Can you imagine hiring one of the smartest men in the world, if not one of the smartest men to ever live, to say, hey, not only am I going to work in a special department to cut the fat out of the meat of the government, and I've been wanting to do this for years, but I'm going to do it for free, and I'm going to sleep in the buildings and be transparent and tell you everything I'm doing on a daily basis. Can you imagine going against that? Again, now the rhetoric is, what is it? We have a constitutional crisis. What's the other one? Elon Musk is really not being transparent, meaning he's not showing the receipts. So what they're basically saying is Elon Musk is lying, right? Even though you can check on the website, you can check on social media, you can check on Doge on their X platform, on the Doge page. And again, it doesn't matter what Elon Musk does. If Elon Musk came out with the paperwork, they'd say, "Oh, well, you're leaking the paperwork. You're leaking people's private information." That's a new one, another private information. Can you imagine being a party that's against every single thing that the president not only campaigned on, but was mandated to do and made a promise that he'd do it? I mean, again, I know you don't like it, but it's like, come on, man. Jeez. I don't know how long they're going to do this, man, but the last time I checked, I believe it was Monday or last week, Democrats are at a 31% approval rating. That is the lowest in Democrat history. You know what I mean? And what? Do you think that's going to go up or down by continuing to do the same thing over and over and over again? I mean, there is so much waste, fraud, and abuse in the USAID situation, and then we're going to find more in the Department of Education. We're going to find more in the military spending, aka Pentagon. We're going to find all this stuff, and the Democrats are just completely going at it from an angle of the narrative words, the buzzwords they're going to use for the day of, oh, he's going to steal your information, oh, he's going to stop Social Security and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, people that are escaping that narrative bubble or that lying bubble of the Democrats, when they actually find out what's going on, they're like, wait a minute, this is not what you told me, CNN or MSDNC or The View or the Liberal View, I like to call it. This is not what you told us. This is something different. And when they start peeling back the layers and going a little further surface level wise, they're going to see that all that stuff was a lie, man. Now, again, these people in the mainstream media, the left-wing media in particular, are the same people that told you Joe Biden was fit as a fiddle. You know what I mean? They told you that Kamala Harris was black. Kamala Harris was the greatest thing since sliced bread, even though 3 months before that, they told you they didn't like her. These people are liars, man. Kamala Harris was the fakest, worst presidential candidate in history, along with Tim Walz as the vice president. Worst one ever. And they got 75 million votes, man. So, again, people are waking up. I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter on the Democrat Party, I call it the Democrat plantation, are waking up. But then I also see a lot of Democrats, no matter what, they're going to vote blue no matter who. And they're just going to go along with this nonsense. But again, if you're just going to sit there and all you're going to do is every single thing you're doing is a reactionary to Donald Trump, meaning you're not coming up with any plans, you're not in the streets of your own constituents, because again, there's 435 House of Representatives out there, congressmen, that need to go back to their districts and explain to their people on what we're going to do next and this, that, and the third. All they're doing is just gathering up in D.C. and gathering up in areas that Elon Musk is not letting them into and protesting outside of it. Again, do you think, and do you or anybody you know gives a shit that USAID or federal employees that weren't doing basically shit, working from home and all that, do you care that they lost their jobs? I'm not saying you don't care that people lose their jobs. I'm not saying that. But are you losing sleep when you found out that somebody was at home getting paid on your dime, by the way, you pay for it, wasn't doing anything at all, being completely inefficient, and they lost their job, and by the way, they got a 7 or 8 month severance pay? Do you feel bad about that? Does that help you out at all? Does that hurt you at all? Help or hurt? No. I mean, it helps you in the long term. You don't have to pay their salary. But it's just like, dude, people don't care about what you're talking about, Democrats. Again, what are you going to do about it? Trump is in office. He's the president. And all you're going to sit here and do is just sit there and go against him. If you don't want him to do what he's doing, then beat him in the polls. Then beat him in the elections. But just sitting here for 4 years straight, 3.5 weeks now, 3 weeks and a few days now, just going at him every single day and just reacting to everything he does, that's just not a winning plan, in my personal opinion. And again, the majority of people not only voted for him, but and even at a higher clip and at a higher percentage, are happy what he's doing and approve of what he's doing. I mean, the Democrat Party, man, I mean, these people, as of this recording, are just an absolute joke right now. They just are. And the reason I'm so frustrated, because, again, 85% of my loved ones and family and friends are Democrats. And they believe this BS, man. So it's just disappointing, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, man. And again, man, it's just sad to see our United States of America be so damn divided, man. It just kills me, man, that one side of the fence has demonized a man who's not perfect. Trump is not perfect, but they've absolutely demonized a man that literally all he's been trying to do is help this country. He's a disruptor. Right, I'm gonna make a video about this, but Donald Trump is a disruptor, man. He is just absolutely pulling everything out of the weeds, pulling the weeds out and showing everybody this is what it is. You know, we're gonna change this. Nobody's gonna bully America anymore. You know what I'm saying? And again, the reason why he's taking such desperate measures is because of how far back we've gone. Not only did all his stuff get taken away, his executive orders. That's why I hope he gets everything passed through legislation through Congress and get passed in law. But now he has to undo everything that the Biden administration did, and that's hard work. And he's only got 4 years, so that's why he's going at a breakneck speed. But even as fast as he's doing it, he can't fix everything in 4 years. He just can't. He's not going to freaking lower the inflation. He might temporarily, but the dollar's broken, man. It's broken. He's trying his best. He's doing the best he can to cut spending and maybe cut spending and increase revenue by, cut spending with the Doge team, and also increase revenue by, tariffs and stuff like that. But he's also going to have to, offset people's what they're going to pay, because again, things are going to go up with tariffs. Things are getting tariffs. So you have to, on the front end, you have to lower income tax. He's doing all this stuff, but he can't do it in 4 years. He can't. This is why I tell everybody, you got to get involved with the hardest and best money in the world. Okay, no politician out here, including Donald Trump, no man, including Elon Musk, is going to save you, man, from the future of this absolute collapse of this fake currency of the U.S. dollar. And there's only one way, guys, to stop this long-term inflation and to pay off this debt. And I'm pretty sure, guys, you already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.